Good morning, General Chat. Today is Tuesday, March 24th. We are podcasting live from the 9 Club Discord server. I have with me two athletes from the Discord Wars competition. What is the Discord Wars, you ask? The Discord Wars is a 32-athlete online game of skate competition played through the Discord. We are currently wrapping up the first round of the 32-man competition, 32-person competition. I don't want to misgender any of our athletes, but today our athletes are two big men, I believe. And my apologies to both of you if I've misgendered one of you, but can I please welcome to the podcast, why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Y'all go first?
We'll let the winner go first.
Yeah, you were the winner.
No, dude. I won in my own head, but you're the actual winner, so you can go.
Okay. My name is Critical Skate Theory. I am from Boston. I'm 28 years old. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you, Critical Skate Theory. Welcome to the Good Morning General Chat podcast. And my other guest is...
This is Canihavecigs from Canada. I'm a member of the Good Morning General Chat podcast on their production team, actually.
Yes, you are.
Weird to go to the mic.
This is your first time appearing on the podcast, but we do thank you for all of the hard work and consulting you've been doing for us. So do you have any thoughts or comments on the new format of podcasting from the 9 Club Discord?
I actually really like how you're going behind enemy lines. After this podcast kind of over, once we're done recording this, I could send you the link to Ricky's Discord server if you want that as well.
Ooh. Okay, Ricky Glasser's Discord server. That's a corner of the internet I have steered clear of. So maybe...
It might be a bit more active than here.
I think you'll get more fan participation.
Well, I do take it a little bit of a offense to the idea that the 9 Club is enemy territory. The 9 Club is a big time influence to me as a podcaster. I've listened to maybe hundreds of hours of their podcasts over the years. Jason Lee's appearance was amazing. I really liked Mike Vallely's appearance. There's been, Alex Olson, Steve Olson appearance was a big part of me getting Alex Olson on the Good Morning General Chat podcast. He's one of the goats of the podcast game. So, but yeah, I digress. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this episode of the Good Morning General Chat podcast, where we discuss your match in the Discord Wars. Do either of you guys want to talk about what happened first? You guys want to talk about where you guys met, the reffing, where you guys matched up, any issues with the format, any issues with your match, or do you want to just go to, I don't know?
Yeah, no. So first off, I want to apologize. I was confused. I thought we had Bush Lover on, so that, I thought we were talking about the most recent game.
Wow.
We're going back. This is first round. Okay.
Wait, that being said, I also made a mistake. I did not thank our sponsor today. Today, we are brought to you by the beautiful state of Ohio. Listeners, picture this. It's August 11th, 2025. You're on your way to Cleveland to spend a week with some of the Quasi team. It's not too far from where Bobby DeKaiser lives, and you decide to take the longest road there. Driving along Lake Erie, looking for places to swim. You stop in Ripley and find a deserted beach. It must be a weekday. Is Ripley even in Ohio? Is this even a real beach? You sit in the sand. You admire the jagged rock bluff and all the flat stones lying in the sand. The various shapes and colors make you think about Dayton as they are scattered about like loose coins. You skip them one by one. You float in the water on your back until you want to skip more. You love Ohio. It smells like where you're from. It's all so familiar, an extension of the province. We can almost see each other. You don't go on straight skate trips often these days. Thank you, Ohio.
Well,
That's a beautiful.
Can you see my camera?
Look at that. So we have a Cleveland Indians merch. I wish this was a video upload because we would get that in there. Okay, so sponsor out of the way. Thank you, Ohio. Thank you, Bobby DeKaiser. Thank you, Quasi. And let's talk about your match, the first round matchup.
Well,
Yeah,
you know what? I think like any good first round matchup, it's going to be a bit unbalanced. It's not an excuse for my performance, but I really do think that Critical Skate Theory, without spoiling his next game, he has a really strong chance to win it all. Is how I've felt facing him. I've seen his tech ability, incredible Discord skater. And,
yeah, we might have spoiled the next game with that mistake in the beginning, but it's okay. Yeah, it was a good game. I think it was interesting because one, my truck broke. There was a lot of truck problems round one. I remember Winged he broke his truck as well. My truck like fully fell off. I had to get a tool out of my car in the middle. And like if you look back through the footage, that was when it was like post snowstorm in Boston where we got that like 2 feet. It was the first time things were like kind of skatable again. Someone shoveled, props to whoever shoveled out like a single line of the basketball courts at the local DIY. And so I'd like hike through the snow to get to this one dry spot. In the middle of the day, I took like my lunch break out and I drove over, and we were able to get the game going, which is, I think it was good because I was going to travel in like the next couple of weeks or so I didn't want to drag it out too long. And I think it took like another month after that for all the snow to clear. But yeah, we had a good, I think, exciting game. I can't see, like, the one thing is I couldn't see any of my opponents during any of the games. Like, I just set my phone up. So I'm excited to, like, look back and see the tricks that were landed in both games because I just was going off.
Can I ask a question?
The people in Discord.
Can I ask a question? Is that a complaint about the production of the Discord wars in general, or is that just your inability to create a scenario where you could have a viewing experience?
Yeah, no, that's just my inability. I think Discord wars was pretty. I think it was pretty well done. Like I got to watch all the games, and from a viewer perspective, it was fun to watch all the other games going on. I think if you're just playing, it's pretty hard to get the setup going. But I mean, you just go based off the judges.
You could always use your like front facing camera for reference. We do it in a Discord voice channel, much like this podcast. So you could use your front camera, but then you'd have to risk looking at the camera and staring at that between attempts, which might shake your nerves. So I think I opted to use my rear camera and just not look at my screen and take Nott's word for it. But what you mentioned earlier, you're excited to look back on your games. This has been living in my head for a little bit. I didn't set a single trick against you. I hope you realize that. I didn't land anything. The only thing I did in the game was defend a tray flip. I missed kick flip. I missed everything. So I hope you're excited to watch the onslaught of just me fucking everything up.
But you were well dressed. You were well dressed, Sigs. You looked. I think style points. You're the top of the pack of the best dressed of the illustrious 32.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm a little bit. I'm pretty flat.
You looked great. The hair looked amazing. I was like, whoa, holy shit! What's this guy been doing? What's this guy's secret all winter?
I stopped eating regular meals. I've been cutting calories all winter, Sloan. I'm gonna look incredible in the summer. That's what I've been doing. That's my secret.
As the wise Kate Moss once said, "Nothing tastes as good as skinny feels."
Exactly.
That is
Those are words to live by.
I'm trying. They're hard words to live by though, because
Well, you live in a country with exquisite food, and you guys you're so close to another country that's known for cheese and wine, and it must be tough. It must be tough being in one of the beer capitals of the world too, and losing weight. Like that's
the beer's tough, but yeah, I mean, and I'm also just a piggy, so it's like it's hard. I have a kid, and I am one of my classic fat kid moves is raiding her snack cabinet at like 11 o'clock at night when I'm just feeling a little bit depressed about things.
Wow, I can't believe. Well, not that I can't believe this isn't a diss to your parenting. I hope you don't take it out. My parents never kept a snack cabinet though, because my dad would just get too fat.
Well, that's
because of,
well.
So,
my wife is like, no, she needs a snack cabinet. I mean, my kid gets the best lunches ever. She's like, I don't think she's ever been hungry in a moment in her life. I don't think she's ever been thirsty. They're the most hydrated generation for sure. These new kids. But yeah, I wish we didn't have a snack drawer because it. Anyway, you looked great, Sigs. So take that as a consolation.
Yeah, though, to do like a separate what do they do, like consolation prizes or like side prizes, like do a Discord Wars best dressed, do some other like sort of side awards.
Oh, we got to have a closing party.
Yeah. Well, I hope this isn't spoiling it for anyone, but there were murmurs about a losers bracket that were going, and it's less of a celebration of all the losers, and it's more of a secondary tournament where the loser gets banned. The ultimate loser gets banned from the Discord.
Ooh, okay.
That might be coming. I don't know. I'm kind of scared because I don't do well under pressure. So we'll see how that goes.
The games were surprisingly nerve-wracking. Like for a Discord competition, I would say my legs were pretty shaky.
I never thought it would actually be that crazy. It kind of, I don't know. I've played a lot of games of skates like in person. I never do well in them, but I'm never like nervous. But even to just do it in front of like 15, 20 people, whatever it was, live was pretty, it was kind of intense,
Yeah. I mean, Brains being judgmental. He's like, I think he's doing pretty hard repping. And then you have Winged. Winged was telling me to like shit talk the opponents. He was feeding lines in my ear. He claims that's the reason why one of my games didn't go so well. It was because I refused to listen to his shit talking.
Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that match later. But some foreshadowing for the listeners. Yeah. Well, hey, can you guys just double check the chat for me? One of you guys. Can you guys look at the chat and maybe there's a request if you guys can follow through with that, and then we'll just wrap this up and see where we're heading to the future of the Discord Wars, because we've talked about a possible loser bracket. We've made reference to your next match after this. Sigs, do you have any predictions on who you think we're gonna see in the finals?
You know what? I can't lie. I really did think that I can't say that. I don't want to spoil anything. Okay. Finals, I mean, obviously on the left side of the bracket, there's kind of just an obvious choice at this point. If Joa continues to like willingly do it, he's probably going to make it to the finals. And then right side, it might be a bit of an underdog choice. Right side's a little stacked, I think. But I'd love to see Dumb Data squeeze through and have a Joa Dumb Data final. I think that would be
epic.
Kind of perfect storyline.
That would really provide a nice narrative to the whole game. I think one thing is that Dumb Data has he's been practicing a lot, right? He's been doing that like his CFS Open.
Yep.
And I don't know if it's a joke or not about how everyone in that competition had to first beat him in a game of skate to enter. But if that's true, that means he's been getting a lot of practice.
I feel like I've seen him improve since he's joined the Discord.
I had no idea what his level of ability was, but he's definitely been. I mean, he posted a clip of the month. I was surprised he could nollie up that like little ledge.
Yeah,
he definitely has. I mean, flat ground is his area of expertise, so. You never know with him.
You just mentioned clip of the month. Can you explain to the listeners who aren't members of the Discord what clip of the month is? And you guys want to describe your submissions for this month or potential submissions?
Yeah, so clip of the month is there's a assigned sort of challenge for the clip. This month was you have to do the same trick on 3 different obstacles. So my submission, I did tray flip. I did like a there's like a Euro gap at my park that's like a Euro into a bank, and the bank is sort of like that you land in is sort of smaller. So I did tray flip like 50 down the side of the bank, and then I did just tray flip a hip, and then like the tray flip down. I think there's a 5-set, 6-set at the park. And then Dumb Data did his all in one line. He did like a nollie up a curb and then nollie down the curb and then nollie into the bank, showcasing his sort of ambidextrous skills.
Yeah, that's what's interesting. What I love about Clip of the Month is there's always room for interpretation. So, you and Dumb Data and I think Luddite have gone the route of doing it all in one line, right? And then other people are switching it up and doing each trick in a different place in a different location. So there's all kinds of different opportunities.
I actually do have a gripe with Clip of the Month this month.
Oh, you have a gripe with Clip of the Month? Oh, really? What? Wow. Okay. What?
Yeah, I'm usually I'm very pro Clip of the Month. I think the rules for this one were a little too vague. I don't, without naming names, this might be a separate podcast. That we'd have to talk about. I think there's a bit of beef between me and somebody else. I haven't actually submitted anything yet, but
you're talking to the right guy. You're talking to the right set of ears about beef and Clip of the Month. I mean, I'm sorry, pardon my French. Every single Clip of the Month, I seem to be targeted and questioned, and even to the point of the Clip of the Month that I supposedly set or didn't set. I don't know. Like I saw before I left the Discord. I saw in the Hall of Fame. Or what's the new channel where they talk about all the Clip of the Month winners?
Yeah, I think it's Hall of Fame.
Can one of you guys pull that up and read the one that I set for me? Because I saw that and it was just, I couldn't handle it anymore. I was like, I got to get out of this place. This place is like the narrative shifting, the lying that exists from the management of that Discord. What does it say?
So which one was it? Did you set the street grab or was that Brain?
Nope, I wasn't street grab.
You weren't street grab. Were you?
It involved nose slides.
Tallest nose slide.
Yeah, I never said tallest. I never said tallest. I said highest nose slide. And the specific reason why I said highest was because, all right, what's the highest nose slide? Where do you measure it? Does it mean it's like the highest obstacle? Or is it the highest part where you land, the highest part where you stop? You can, what if you like smoke a whole blunt to your head and then do a nose slide? Was that the highest nose slide? Like I specifically used language that was like open to interpretation, so everybody could be part of it. And this brainchild of the Discord like decides to interpret it as tallest nose slide.
See, that's kind of my gripe with this month. I think
cool.
The instructions were so clear on what you had to do.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, so I think Critical Skate Theory explained it already. You have to do the same trick on 3 different obstacles. There is a caveat though, in that it can't be, let's say, 3 different mani pads of different height. Like one would have to be like a bump to mani pad, and one's going to have to be like a bank that's down or whatever that you mani, or it has to be a different obstacle in spirit. But you still have to do the same trick on it. Now there are some contestants with how, even with the rules that we've set, some people are just unable to accept that skating a mani pad as a ledge and then doing another trick on a ledge that's slightly taller isn't the same exact thing. And I don't know. I think leaving it open to interpretation the way you said, Sloan, is kind of the way to go.
Yes.
That way you don't have to get semantic, and you don't have to because now we have people in the Discord who are trying to gaslight people into thinking, a small ledge and a tall ledge aren't the exact same fucking thing, or a bench and a ledge aren't the exact same fucking thing because a bench has an open bottom. Like, what does that, like, are you kidding?
I need to interrupt.
Still do?
I need to interrupt because this is my problem too, is oftentimes this gaslighting is coming from a member who hasn't even submitted a Clip of the Month. And that's like even more infuriating. Like when you submit a Clip of the Month and then you have some loser who hasn't even put in their own clip of the month chapping in about like, well, technically you shouldn't have done that. It's like, dude, where's your clip of the month? Let's talk about your clip of the month. Stop talking about mine.
All right, well, I haven't posted anything yet, and the person that I am talking about did post something, but it was very poorly and bad taste. It was bad faith. I am planning on posting something eventually, I think, but I do want to make it clear that, I'm not the only one in thinking that what was done was bad taste.
Of course.
In bad faith.
Well, I've said my piece.
Is a shoe a ledge? That's a contentious debate right now.
A shoe is not a ledge. A shoe is a shoe.
I mean, if you skate like a ledge, is it a ledge?
I'd be willing to give that specific clip that you're talking about.
Someone skated a shoe.
Just did backtail, a ledge, backtail. I don't even know what the second backtail was on, but it was like a ledge-like thing. And then he backtailed a shoe. Now,
I got no problem.
Some people are arguing that a shoe is a ledge.
What?
I think a shoe is distinctly different enough.
It's completely different than a ledge.
I haven't seen anyone argue that the shoe is a ledge in the Discord.
You guys see why I left? I can't. This is why I had to come to the 9 Club Discord. I mean, the 9 Club Discord is filled with knowledgeable skateboarders. There's nobody in the 9 Club Discord that is, like, out of their mind. Everybody in the 9 Club Discord is, like, completely reasonable, rational, and they're, like, great conversationalists in this Discord. That other Discord is, like, full of, like, just gaslighters.
Well, it's the age difference. I think that the average age in the 9 Club Discord, they've had more time to mature. They're more analytical about these things. Yeah. Well,
it's true.
All right.
That's
well,
true.
I'm really glad you guys talked to me about this. This was helpful. It's going to be helpful in going through my day. I hope you guys both are going to have a nice day after this.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm kind of filled with rage over this. These submissions for clip of the month. We'll see if it affects my life.
Just so you know, I am filming my clip of the month on Thursday, so hopefully, if all goes well, there may be a triumphant return to the Discord to post my clip of the month. I'm
looking forward to it. Is it are you able to leak what your chosen trick is? Is it a flat ground trick?
It could be a flat ground trick. We'll see. It really depends on the 3 obstacles and how the trick goes. Because obviously, if I don't. You know how it is with skateboarding. You're always the best skateboarder the night before you go skate.
That's true.
Like I've already landed all these tricks. Everything's perfect. It's great. But I'm going to get to the spots and it's like, all right, it's the reality of actually skating the spot sets in. And so there may be I don't want to say anything because I don't know. There's like a 50% chance that I can't do it the way I'm preparing to do it, but I'll still get a clip of the month.
Yeah, I think that's like part of it is people just like to see participation, right? Like you said, when you're getting criticism and it's from someone who hasn't submitted, it's like, where's your clip of the month? So I mean, people were excited to see Dumb Data submit. I think that was cool. And if he's playing in Discord Wars, 2, he's submitting clip of the month.
And I'm really adamant. I'll say it right now. I don't know if I've ever even said this, but like I truly think you shouldn't even be allowed to type in the clip of the month channel if you haven't submitted a clip of the month. Like that's my theory. Is that like you do not have a right to say anything until you've posted your own clip of the month, and then now you're granted a member of that community.
Yeah, I mean, most of previously they were being pretty strict about it, where if the message wasn't your own submission, it was just like ban or delete.
Yeah. Which I'm for too. I like the zero tolerance.
Here's a bit more drama. More drama.
Please.
You actually had the moderating team delete clip of the month submissions because it didn't.
I was doing that.
That's fine. That's completely fine.
Okay.
Here's the controversy though. We actually had a mod post a clip that obviously blatantly doesn't count to anybody with a fucking brain. And instead of deleting the submission for not, following the rules that they set, they're going to keep it up there. And I think that's another issue and another topic that we could discuss, but you know,
if you want to name names,
I agree with that.
Let's name names.
I think that was more of a blatant violation than the Manny pad versus bench conspiracy.
Who wants to name a name?
You're talking about the 3 quarter pipes, right?
Well, we could go that way. That I give that one some leeway because it's not an actual submission. It was just posted from general chat or forwarded from general chat. But I'm actually still talking about the. I'm still talking about the. That really upset me. And yeah, I will give some names. He's also on your staff team actually. He's on your staff team, and he's the judge for Discord Wars. You guys can piece that together if you want to.
Okay.
This is just more so of like a public call out to tell him to do better.
So he submitted a clip of the month that blatantly does not follow the rules.
Correct.
Do you agree, Critical Skate?
Yeah, I agree. Based on the like strictly outlined rules for sure.
Do one of you guys? Can one of you guys throw the link to that channel in the chat here so I can go and look at it for my own eyes? Now I'm curious.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
I'm so happy to get that.
Thanks, guys. It's been over 48 hours since I've been in the Discord, so it's going to be hopefully it's not too jarring for me.
So, Sim, what are your favorite submissions so far? We've talked about ones you think violate the integrity of clip of the month. Which ones are you saying your favorite?
Guess what? I finally got to it. He deleted it. It's gone. Someone deleted it.
Redemption. All right. Look at that. Here you go. So the Discord is shaping up to be a better community. Every day it can get better, right?
Correct. Just to end on a positive note, though, like you said, my favorite submission so far. I really liked yours. I thought that was a fun one.
That was a good one.
I liked Jukebox. I think he did. What was it? Did he do cab over different obstacles or something like that? And then, just. I mean, how could you argue with skating a shoe? I've never seen that before, and I think that's. I thought that was beautiful.
I like Matt's because he did everything in one line. Similar
I like Matt's too, but
he put in a little bit of effort than Dumb Data.
Yeah, I think both Dumb Data and Matt, if they put in more effort, they could have had better submissions, which is why I didn't say them. I don't think they were bad submissions either, though.
Yeah, I liked Double G's. I thought his was pretty good. I think he did. What was his? I think he did front Smith, and he did a pretty gnarly front Smith around like the
corner
of a pretty deep bowl.
Yeah, that's the thumbnail. That's the thumbnail of his Discord Wars post match. If you guys haven't listened to that yet, if you go on the YouTube app and go to the Good Morning General Chat channel, you'll see the photo of Double G's Smith grind that Critical Skate Theory is discussing.
Yeah, I didn't watch Lights either.
Well, all right. Well,
I didn't watch Lights either. That one's new.
Yeah. Well, you guys have it. So I think that's a great place to end this. Unless you guys have anything extra you want to mention, talk about any.
I think I'm good. Shout out the state of Ohio for sponsoring us. That's pretty rad.
Ohio. It smells like where you're from.
I haven't been there yet, but I'm sure it would feel just like home. I've heard, actually, that there's a beautiful beach on the way from where I live to Cleveland, Ohio, that I'm definitely going to have to stop at. It's got some scattered rocks and some nice bluffs that I could take a look at.
Oh, you're talking about Ripley.
Yeah, Ripley. That's it.
Yeah, Ripley from the new Quasi video fame, from Hard Reset fame.
Yeah.
I lived in Cleveland for like a year. I have to say, I think it's an underrated area. There's a pretty good skate scene.
Best skaters from Cleveland. Best skater from Cleveland.
Oh, let me see. Eric Vicarone, he's like really cracked.
Nice.
He had a part recently. and he like grew up skating with Cyril Jackson.
Cool.
He was like sort of in that crew. Chris Lesh, he moved down to Tampa. He skates for Motor Lobby. He's really buck. There's that one rail Cooper Qua. He did the board slide, like drop down to 50 on the curb down that handrail that Chris Lesh, he did previously. He did 50-50 to 5-0 down it.
Woo.
Pretty sick.
All right, I'm going to go out.
I actually, quick detour. I love that Cooper Qua, Quay, whatever his name is, trick. I thought that was really cool. The board slide to 50. I've been, I kind of grew up snowboarding, and there for a long time, people were doing like 50 board slide, like through a kink or whatever. And I always thought that was kind of a bullshit trick because you're already set up to just go board slide. I always wanted to try board slide 250 because I thought that added some more spice to it, and it was pretty exciting to see Cooper Qua actually do it. That was cool. I like that a lot.
I once tried to on a snowboard board slide to 50-50 a rail, and I completely like shinned the fuck out of it in the middle in attempting the transfer, and like I never tried. And then that kind of was the end of my snowboarding career, honestly. Like that was like the last trick I remember eating so hard on, where I was just like, this is not worth it. I don't need to be out in the streets with a snowboard.
Yeah, it's kind of a waste, I think.
I mean, like I said, it was just I was trying that trick that you mentioned. It was a long mellow handrail on a handicap ramp at a golf course, you know. So think about that, like it's no stairs, and we built a kicker at the beginning, so it was a big long, and then board slide was super fun across. It was backside to me, and then so to me the next. After you're board sliding the whole thing over and over again, the next logical thing was to try a board slide to 50-50. And
see, you'd think that, but people never do that trick, and it's much cooler than doing 50 board slide. And people don't do it. The danger factor, and I want to give you props for actually even trying that. That's awesome.
Yeah, 1994 I think was the winter of 1994 when I tried that at the Veterans Memorial Golf Course in Springfield, Massachusetts, in the Indian Orchard. Oh no, the 16 Acres neighborhood.
It's a great memory.
Why are you talking about a competitor to our sponsor right now?
The great state of state of Massachusetts.
A horrible state of state.
They can everything east of Worcester might as well go into the ocean. Except for Critical Skate Theory and his house and his loved ones. I want the entire east of Worcester can go into the ocean, except for everything that Critical Skate Theory cares about.
I appreciate that.
All right. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Let's see you guys in the next round.
Also, Sloan, I like how you notice the parallel between our setups right now.
Pretty good stuff, yeah. I had a set designer come by and build this for me. A couple weeks. Did you witness that?
Yeah, I did. I believe it's.
How do you think you did?
It was your furniture builder friend, right? Is that correct? I think it.
That's Harmony Grunge. He is a conceptual artist. This is a portrait of Lollipop that he made though. Lollipop is my doggy.
That was really good.
Yeah. I was very lucky to have him design this space for me. So.
Very tastefully done.
Yeah, I like your photos too. Is there anything up there that you want to? I like the couple's portrait like in prime real estate is super sick.
Yeah, that was like a gift one year. I did the like the paint by numbers of one of the portraits that we had. So she filled that out.
That's beautiful.
Then, basically just photos of all the places we've been. A few things like there's some anatomy stuff because she's a physical therapist.
Oh, nice.
That's about it. Yeah, it's helpful. It's good for skating. I can always get get my injuries taken care of.
That sounds like a great matchup.
Then,
cool, guys. Well,
what
do you want? Keep going. You want to say some more stuff?
No. Well, we were skiing recently with some friends, and my friends are fucking idiots, and they got smoked like within the first hour of the day. I mean, like full on. He lost his helmet. He lost his goggles. He lost both skis. He lost everything. He fully separated his AC joint.
Ooh, this was in Austria?
Switzerland.
Or Switzerland, yeah. Near Sion.
Out in Crawl where you are. Yeah, exactly. And then my other friend, he's a fucking idiot. I think he was trying to go fast, and he's like not very good, and he ran into some like 50-year-old woman. Luckily, the woman walked away fine, but he also smoked his shoulder. So these two kids, they were getting like luckily, my lovely fiance was able to do some PT and help them get rehabilitated. Just getting ready for work right now.
Very nice. 'Cause I love that there's someone out there helping with everybody deal with their bodies and their shit. So.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, that's it on mine.
Let's wrap this up. Does anybody want to close this out? Do you guys know how I close out the podcasts?
With a song, right?
No.
You start singing something?
You guys have never... I've done 40 of these freaking things, and you guys have never made it to the end. Thanks for everybody for listening. Put her in the books.